إِنَّ لَكَ أَنْ لَا تَجُوعَ فِيهَا وَلَا تَعْرَى. You have the right in this Jannah never to be hungry. لَا تَجُوعَ فِيهَا. You're not going to be hungry in it. وَلَا تَعْرَى. And you don't have to be naked. Meaning you'll be clothed. You're not going to be poor. And ta'ara here implies that one of the joys of Jannah is clothing. One of the joys of Jannah is clothing. And the sign that he was no longer qualified to be in Jannah, alayhi salam, was what was removed? Clothing was removed. And the sign in this world that there are certain people who just don't want to go to Jannah. They don't wear their clothes. They remove their clothes. It's not a surprise. Jannah is the place of clothing, and it's also for the people who observe proper clothing. And this subject matter is a powerful one. I hope to do a whole series on just this. Clothing in the Qur'an, shame in the Qur'an. And people, when they think of that, when they think of modesty and shame, that subject matter, they think of Surah An-Nur, Surah Al-Ahzab, the ayat of hijab and the ayat of jalbab. That's not the subject. That's the ahkam. Allah's been talking about shamelessness and modesty and haya way before those ayat ever came. Hijab hasn't even been revealed yet, and this is a big subject in the Qur'an. What does it have to do with? So much more. And then those ahkam are there to fortify. But that's not where the conversation began, not in Revelation, and our conversation shouldn't begin with that either. It's a mistake. And that's what people do. Oh, modesty in Islam. There's going to be a lecture about hijab. Right? I'm not against hijab. I'm a proponent of it. But I am against taking a huge teaching of Islam, al-haya. A huge warning in Islam against fahsha, and reducing it to one subject. It's not. It's something way bigger than that. It's a psychological thing. It's a social thing. It's an interaction thing. It's a speech thing. It's something to do with the eyes, something to do with the tongue, something to do with behavior, something to do with how family conducts itself. All of this stuff comes together. And if you don't talk about that, then it's a very empty conversation. How many girls I see at conventions or like youth programs have hijab but don't have haya? There's a bigger problem. Hijab is not haya. Hijab is a means to an end. Just because you made wudu doesn't mean you're going to make salat. Doesn't mean it. So Allah tajua fiha wa la ta'ra. Wa annaka la tadma'u fiha. And you're not going to be thirsty in it. Wa la tadha. And you're not going to have to sacrifice in it. فَوَسْوَسَ إِلَيْهِ الشَّيْطَانِ. Then shaitan whispered to him multiple times. He kept going at him. قَالَ يَا آدَمْ. He said, Adam, هَلْ أَدُلُّكَ عَلَى شَجَرَةِ الْخُلْدِ. Should I tell you about the tree of eternal life? The fountain of youth? The tree of eternal life?